Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. We know the truth now. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Royal Lee, what up? I'm out here in the elements, man. Roll the corn. I'm out here in the elements. Roll the corn. That's how I feel today. Sosa Bread, what up? We know the truth now. California in the building. Madam, roll the corn. Pharaoh David, put the corn in the chat. My roots down south. Roll the corn. Madam, what up? Hit the like button, hit the share button. Kansas. Put the corn, put the feather in the chat. William Russell, what's up, brother? We got to get that nature back involved, baby. Derek Merritt, what up? We got to get that nature back involved. We forgot about nature. We forgot about our people. We got to get back to nature and our people. Roll the corn. Respect my kicks. Solid 994. What's up, brother? Y'all follow Solid 994. Yeah, he got a shotty. This is the 1700s. This is the 1700s in this picture. After the colonizers already brought guns to this land. So this is the picture from the 1700s. Now, roll the corn. I love you and I'm in love with you. Love you and I'm in love with you. Now today we're going to talk about Tula. Y'all excuse the rain because I'm outside. I kind of like to do the live outside sometimes. Rain, sleet, or snow, don't even matter. Just come on outside and get with nature and chop it up by some of this history. It's something I like to do. You know what I'm saying? So, my roots down south. Appreciate that. Today I'm going to talk about Tula. Now, I talked about Tula the other day. What up, Seven Money? I talked about Tula the other day, and I'm going to get a little deeper into the Tula teaching today and show y'all that these Tula people, our people, had settlements all around the world, even on islands, right? Even on islands. Let's keep going. Same people. Roll the corn. Let's start here. Now, the art and the architecture of Tula, strikingly similarity to that of Teotihuacan, the Aztec capital. So, Tula is the layout that they use, you know what I'm saying, so for the Teotihuacan pyramids. All this stuff is connected now, but I'm gonna show y'all how they went around the world and built in different places that they say is foreign places. Let's keep going. The main pyramid and its associated structures, right? The stylistic characteristics of Tula architecture. Tula architecture, pyramids, people. Marching felines, birds, right? Jaws of serpents. Tula style. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Let me show y'all the rest of this. Now, 7000 BC, first experimentations of the early Americans with plant cultivation. So way back, it's really older than that, but way back, now look what we had. Corn, squash, beans, chili peppers, and cotton, people. Cotton. Now, why is cotton important? Why is cotton important? For some reason, hunter-gatherers have taught us that farming cotton is slavery work. Farming cotton got something to do with the plantation and the slaves. No, we was already farming cotton. It was already cotton fields. We was already making our own clothing from cotton. Way before colonizer ever got here. Ancient cotton, right? Mesoamerica, the ancient Choctaws were growing cotton, making clothes with dyes the whole time before colonizers ever came. These are the people that became prisoners of war, right? The ancient cotton growing people. Cotton ain't new to America. We've been growing cotton for clothing. They just use it as a cash crop to fuel, you know, their money grab, right? Let's keep going. And let me show y'all something. Now, roll the corn. See this? See this right here? Now I showed y'all the corn and a yen. The corn and a yen, right? See this right here? What is this right here, people? In Hebrew. So you have to look at the symbolism. What is this cane in Hebrew? Fire. I'm gonna show it to you. What is this cane in Hebrew? Melanated Indian, a yen, corn with the cane. What is the cane, people? What did this become in history? I'm finna show you. This is lambed. This is lambed. It's that. Lambed. Late Hebrew, modern Hebrew. The shepherd's staff, people. The shepherd's staff. See it? Lamb, shepherd's staff. See that? Let's go back. See that? This is where they get the Moses serpent staff from, the lamb staff of Moses that spread the Red Sea, all of that. That's where the staff come from. Lamb. Right here. Right? Let me show you. Lamb. The shepherd's staff, cattle gourd, symbolizing authority, teaching and learning, people. Teaching and learning authority. Whoever this was an authority. He was teaching agriculture to his people. That's why he has the lamb symbol. He is a leader, authority figure. Teaching and learning of agriculture in America. King of kings, to learn towards wisdom, representing a guiding towards wisdom. It's our people now. This is Hebrew. This is a yen for understanding, knowledge. This is authority, leadership, lamb with the, you get it? Roll the corn. There you go right there. Shepherd's staff. Let's keep going. Lamb, right? Shepherd's staff would symbolize authority, guidance, and teaching, right? Moses famously used the shepherd's staff and called it the rod of God to perform miracles, bringing plagues and part of the Red Sea to divine instruments of authority. That is where they get the story of lamb, the shepherd's staff. It comes from our ancient culture, people. Fire. There you go right there. Lamb. Let's keep going. Watch this now. Watch this. This is crazy. The lamb staff. Jesus found in the lamb letter, order of 12. Jesus found the lamb gematria. Lamb staff, the rod or scepter. This is where they get this stuff from. Lamb. Get it? Right here. It's fire. It's fire. Now, I told y'all about Tula, and I'm going to show it to you real quick again, because I want y'all to understand something. Now, let me show y'all some more artifacts first. Now, this is a Mississippian pot. A Mississippian pot from Arkansas. This comes from the Toltec Mounds of Tula. The Toltec Mounds of Tula. Now, what is this, people? Circle, dot. What is that? What is that? What is that? A yin. Our people are putting Hebrew, Paleo-Canaanite Hebrew languages on artifacts. The circle dot, a yin, right? The circle with the dot, a yin, same stuff. Our people doing this now. Here we go again. A yin. A yin is knowledge, wisdom, understanding of nature, right? It represents the sun, right? In nature. It's understanding. It's kind of like the all-seeing eye, right? It's the first concept of the all-seeing eye. Let's keep going. Now let me show y'all something. Like I told y'all, Mexican tribes, melanated people, were from the family of Issachar. The family of Issachar. Tula. Tula. You see that? The city of Tula. Let's keep going. Tula, Arkansas. Toltec Mounds. Tula in Mexico. Tula in Arkansas. Same bloodline of people. Going from mounds to pyramids. Started with the mounds here. You evolve. You build pyramids in Tula, Mexico. This is where the Atlantean 15-foot tall statues with the bag in their hand in Mexico. Let's keep going. These are the Atlanteans. I'm finna show you. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Show y'all the rest of this stuff. Now, let me show you something. Olmec, Zapotec, Totonac, right? Maya, hieroglyphic writing, all this stuff comes from a certain people with the Tula teaching, right? With the Tula teaching. Let's go down to the Indians. Now, I'm showing you Olmecs, Mayans, Totonac Indians. Here's a Totonac Indian right here. Here's a Totonac Indian right here, so you will know who we're talking about. Because I don't want nobody to get this confused with no Native American stuff. This is melanated Indians. And I go straight to the artifacts on the wall of the pyramids of the Totonac. Totonac. Let me show you. Let me put the one up when it got the name on there. You can see it. Totonac Indians. Here we go right here. See that? Totonac Indian. You see it? Totonaca. Melanated Indians. You see it? Totonaca. Melanated Indians. Same bloodline as the Olmecs, Mayans. And then I'm finna take you right into the American Indians. Totonaca. Let's keep going. I'll take you right to the American Indians. Now, Leventa, 100-foot high mound of earth and clay. The old mix had mounds just like the Mississippian. They won't show you that. Old mix got 100-foot tall mounds, people, of earth and red clay, just like the Mississippians. These are the same people, same bloodline, great mound. Let's keep going. Now, where does the name Tulsa come from? Where does the name Tulsa, Oklahoma, come from? You move melanated Indians on the Trail of Tears to Oklahoma. They name it Tulsa Creek. This man said we not the old mix. You a lie. You a lie. The old mix come from the bloodline of the Mississippi mound builders. Yes, we are the old mix. We just moved down south and built the civilization there. It's the same people, same bloodline. They doing the same building style, everything. You just don't know no better. Now, Creeks moved to Oklahoma in the Trail of Tears, called the town Tulsa. What is Tulsa? Where does Tulsa come from? Think about it. Not to Nick. Look at it. Look at it. What's the word Tulsa come from with the Creek Indians? Tula. Tula. This is our words, our language, and I'm going to break it all the way down to the Bible. Watch this. Tula. Tola. Tula. There you go, Atlantean Highlander. Creek Indians. Why are they saying Tula? Because they come from the same bloodline of the Mayans. The same bloodline of them old mix of Mississippians. Mound builders and pyramid builders. They're still calling the towns Tula. Tulsa. Let's keep going. You think I'm bullshitting? Creeks. Watch this. Watch this. Tallapoosa River. Tallahassee. Tulsa. 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 Rock, a rocky place. Stones, a stone-built city. The Aztecs come after. Aztecs come after. Actually, Aztecs are mixed, really. We taught the Aztecs. They mixed with us, but I'm gonna show you that later. The Creek phase for Old Town, sounding Tula. Tula, Toltec capital, Mexico. Tula. That's where you get Tulsa, Tulsa, right? Tallahassee, Tulsa. Creek Indians forced to relocate from southeastern United States, named Tulsa after Tula. Fire. Tallahassee, Alabama. There you go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. I hope y'all can read this. It's kind of small. It's kind of small. I might skip over this and come back to this. But this is talking about how the Indians talked about the story. How the Indians talked about the story of creation. Read, screenshot that. The Indians talked about the story of creation. That's fire. The first land. Born from this land. Y'all screenshot and read that. That's an elite receipt right there. It's just so small I can't see it good. Being born, creeping, he is ready to move and dwell at Tula. And dwell at Tula. Tula? Ooh, we know the truth now. Let's keep going. Well, at Tula, okay. Now, Ottawa Indian mounds in Georgia are associated with Tula. Elite receipt gang. Tula. Ottawa. Creek. Maya. Word Tula became Ottawa Mound. Creek, Maya, Choctaw, Chickasaw. I'm finna show you. Ottawa Indian mounds in Georgia associated with Tula. I'm finna show you. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Beyond the physical of Tula in Mexico, Tula also served as a term, town, in several indigenous languages, including Totonac, Itzamaya, Creek, Talum, stone architecture. Talum, stone architecture. This is your language. The source suggests that the people who built the southeastern Mississippian sites like Ottawa may brought their names and culture practices to Mesoamerica, from Mesoamerica or from Mesoamerica, but I think it went to Mesoamerica because the mounds are older than the pyramids. Fire. Let's keep going. You got to know what to ask these hunter-gatherers. Let's keep going. Muskogee, Tule, stones, stack stones, people. Maya Toltec context. Connected to a broader ancient Mesoamerican Gulf Coast linguistic and perhaps cultural thing. It's a culture. Tula is identified as the town in Totonac, where I just showed you the Melanated Indians. Totonac, Itza, Creek. Fire. Let's keep going. Now, let's get biblical. Where did they get these names from? Why is Tula the stone city? Why is Tula the stone city? I'm finna show you why. Ain't nobody ever broke this down in the history of niggerdom. Let's keep going. Tola is a judge of Israel from the tribe of Issachar. Lived in a place named Shamir in Ephraim. The name is interpreted from some traditions as hard stone. Hard stone cities, Tula, Tola. Tula is the same word. That's why they call these cities Tola and Tula, because they built out of hard stones. I'm finna show you. Tola is the son of Issachar. The tribe of Issachar. Tola is the son of Issachar. Tola lived in a city named after him. There was hard stone. Ooh, I'm a bad motherfucker. These are the children of Israel. Now let me show y'all the Choctaws and Chickasaws saying the same damn Tula that I'm telling you about. Roll the corn. Now, the family of Issachar, Mexico, right? Roll the corn. Arkansas, Mexico, Tula. Let's keep going. Tola was the firstborn son of Issachar, as recorded in the Bible. Tola is where you get Tula from. Tola was the head of the major clan and later served as a judge in Israel. Yeah, we know what Israel y'all talking about. Right over here. Right over here. This is your bloodline they speak of in the Bible. This and some more bloodlines of the tribes. This just one of them. Let's keep going. Tola is connected to Tula through ancient roots. It's the same damn thing. Why are we naming our city Stone Town after Tola, the son of Issachar, from the original tribe of the 12 tribes? That is fire. Tola is connected to Tula through ancient roots. Let's keep going. Let me show you who else speaking that language. It's astonishing similarity between the traits of Moundville, Alabama, and Toltec people who once lived in Hidalgo State, right? The similarity extends to the physical appearance. Upper creeks are almost identical to appearance Upper creeks are almost identical to the surviving Toltecas of Mexico. The appearance of surviving Toltec Hidalgo state. Advanced people among the Chickasaws. Black Warrior River in Alabama got something to do with the Tula. There were earthen pyramids in Moundville larger than any stone veneer pyramid in Hidalgo. Let's keep going. Many copper artifacts similar to those in Ottawa Mounds have been found in Los Cerros, Veracruz. Old Mix. Who had a settlement in Veracruz? Old Mix. Roll the corn. Shell-tempered pottery in Okmulgee and Ottawa were identical to contemporary shell pottery in Veracruz. South Carolina were continuations of the so-called Old Mix civilization. In Chichen Itza, same damn people. Now these people just Indians just come from, these melanated Indians just come from anywhere. We come from greatness. Let's keep going. ERG. There are many dirt mounds here that look no different than the mounds in the southeast. The archaeologists believe that even the stone veneer pyramids began as earthen mounds. Right? Civilization in the region rose from need to irrigate crops with stored rainwater. The details of architecture, planning, and construction of Tula are in the inner guide of Book of Tula. The Book of Tula. Let's keep going. Now, let's get deep. False etymology described Tula as originally the Aztec. It's not. Word for a reed. When the word Tula long predates the arrival of the speaking people of Central America. It became the word for town in Totonac, Itza Creek. It derived from the Maya type of architecture involving stacking stones. Tulam. Tola is the Itza Maya, Itza Creek, Chickasaw, Choctaw word for stone. Creeks, Choctaws, Chickasaws, using the same word that the Maya was using for stone. The Tula was a Creek architect. A Tula, Ottawa, Muskogee Creek means principal town. That's why we named Oklahoma Tulsa after the Trail of Tears. It comes from Tula. Fire. We know the truth now. Now, why is this important? Chickasaws, Choctaws, Creeks, Mayas, Old Mix, all the same bloodline of melanated Indians. Tula predates the Aztecs. This ancient knowledge right here, big dog. This ain't none of that fluff or shit. You get it now? Let the rain come. Come on. Roll the rain. It's raining for a reason. Now, what does this teach us? That all of these cultures come from an ancient bloodline of pyramid builders on this land. And they come from here. They don't come from no Africa. Totonac Creeks, Chickasaws, Choctaws, the City of Stone, named after this right here. Named after Tola. The name Shamir is interpreted in some traditions as hard stone. Tola, Tula. Tula is the same as Tola. And our people were still saying Tula for stone. That's fire. They got us around here unaliving each other, fighting over materials, chasing money. We killing God's chosen people every day. Because they came over here and messed with God's chosen people. That's a fact. We must stop that foolishness right now. We know the truth now. Any questions, hop in the chat. Any questions, hop in the chat. No, I got a couple more receipts. Hold on. Let me show y'all something else. I don't know, I might not have loaded them up. I'm sorry. Let me see. Ceremonial knife was unearthed in Georgia. Right? Ceremonial, just like the Toltecs and the Mayans, ceremonial knife, just like them. Roll the corn. Now, there is a Tula in Russia. There is a Tula mound in Russia that our people built on that side of the world. We even got a Tula mound in the islands in the Pacific with mounds called Tula, Samoa. Research Tula, Samoa, right? Tula, Samoa, that's where the Samoan people got their name from. Facts. I'm doing more research on this. These are the Atlanteans. These are the Atlanteans. Roll the corn. Let me find the mound in Russia. It's called Tula. If I can find it. I ain't got my laptop with me today. But we'll go over there another time. But we got mounds in Russia called, they're the Tula mounds. Then you got more Tula mounds on the islands in the middle of the Pacific Ocean where the Samoans live. That was our people. The mounds are called Tula, Samoa. That's where the Samoans got their name from. Go look it up. We are the people who took this knowledge to these small islands on boats and put cultures on islands, people. Facts. So research Tula, Russia and Tula, Samoa. Same style mounds all the way in the middle of the Pacific and all the way in Russia. And this how the Tula people look. Roll the corn. This how they look. Because the Totonac bloodline is the bloodline of this same people. Here you go right here. This how they look. This is on the pyramid in Mexico, right here. The Totonac, melanated Indian. Fire. Hooked up with the melanated Choctaw, the melanated Creeks, the Mayans, the Olmecs, the Toltecs, all this stuff go together. Roll the corn. know the truth now. We know the truth now. It's the perfect time for this rain. Perfect. The rain is perfect. Roll the corn. Now, anybody got any questions, hop in the chat or hop in the guest box and come shoot the question to me real quick. Roll the corn. That cane right there on the side of this melanated Indian is Lamb, the shepherd, the King of Kings, wisdom, authority, teaching, learning, right there on the melanated Indian artifact from Mexico. Facts. Now, that same cane went to Egypt. It went to Egypt as a staff also. Same teacher. The circle with the dot is Ayin, the ancient all-seeing eye. For the harvest, the key to life. This is where the rod and the staff come from, our people. Facts. Shepherd's staff symbolizes authority, guidance, and teaching. That's a fact. Then it goes into Jesus later on, the lamb staff shepherd. Roll the corn. There you go. Lamb to mean authority. Lamb means authority, a teacher, divine teacher of agriculture. Wasn't nothing evil about this. This is our real language. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. And here's a yin again on a Mississippian artifact, the circle with the dot, found in Arkansas. That's Hebrew, people. These are the ancestors of the melanated people of America. Roll the corn. Ain't no Haitian Creole right there, big dog. Ain't no lamb in Creole. It ain't no Creole right there. No way, no how. No way, no how. This is on the walls in California. Right? As you can see, the corn glyph is right on top of his head. Fire. Whitewash history, real history. The Canada Melanated Indian. Whitewashed. See the whitewashed one got Canada on the right? Here go the real one. Let me show y'all some more Hebrew. Since they want to call it Haitian Creole. Let me show y'all some more. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Show you some more history. American Nachi. American Nachi is what they call these people. Nachi comes from Nachazen, Nachaz, which is the snake people. Nachaz is Hebrew for snake. Roll the corn. They call these people the American Nachi. That's a fact. Now they go to Nadawasi right there. Nadawasi at the bottom, Melanated Indians. Look at the top in the blue. The Nadawasi. Now look at the bottom one. They derive their origin, as some has asserted, from the Israelites. The Nadawasi, as some has asserted, from the Israelites, Hebrews. Here's the Nadawasi right here. At the bottom, Melanated Indians, descendants of Proto-Canaanite ancient Hebrews. Facts. There you go right there. There go the receipt. That they derive their origin, as some has asserted, from the Israelites, which they mean ancient Hebrews. This is where they lived at. Roll the corn. Atagami. You see that little brown baby? Atagami. Atagami. Atagami at the top. Wisconsin. 1838. Still melanated. We know the truth now. We know the truth now. Arawak. A yin is in the forehead of the artifact of the Arawak. That ain't no goddamn Creole. This is an ancient Arawak artifact with a yin right in the middle of the forehead, the all-seeing eye of the harvest. A yin. It ain't no damn Creole. Stop it. Wouldn't be no Creole if it wasn't for Hebrew. Hebrew created the alphabet. Use your head. Ain't no alphabet if it weren't for Paleo Hebrew. Wouldn't even be no Latin, and no Spanish, and no goddamn Greek if it wasn't for our languages. Use your head. Melanated old mix painted on the wall in Veracruz. Chichen Itza. Wouldn't be no damn Creole if it wasn't for no language. Wouldn't be no language if it wasn't for our language. How you gonna put Creole in there and it's mixed with Latin? Latin is 5,000 years after Paleo-Hebrew. It is not your original language. Egyptian circle in the dot represents the sun, Ra. A yin became the concept of Ra. Roll the corn. You didn't know that? Yeah. You thought that shit was Egyptian, didn't you? Hold on. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Roll the corn. Ra. Let me show you what Ra is. Let me show you what Ra is. Let me show you what Ra is. Resh and a yin. Watch this. Roll the corn. This is Ra. Right here. Resh and a yin is Ra. Resh and a yin became Ra. Fire. They try to say it's evil, bad, and harmful, but they a goddamn lie. Roll the corn. Nachas. A yin yard nachas. I told y'all nachas is a Hebrew word for snake. That's where you get the Natchez Indians from. That's where you get the American Nacha from. Melanated original people of the land. Fire. A yin, the eye. Yod, the hand, the royal cubit for work. The measurements of the pyramids are in the royal cubit of Yod. And the Nachas, the snake people. Melanated Indians. Why you think that big ass snake is in Ohio on the ground, 400 feet long? Nachas. Roll the corn. It is our culture that is not Egyptian culture. We taught them people that. Yod became the arm in Hebrew of the royal cubit, the building blocks that built the pyramids. That's a fact. Research Yod turning into hieroglyphics. The eye works with reflected light. A yin, eye. Work is the arm. Work is Yod. Facts. There you go. Yod or Yor. There you go, True Frost. The royal cubit of the building style of the Egyptians come from Yod. That's a fact. Tav. The Mississippian cross and the house. The good house. The good people. The center of the universe is how we know this knowledge. They go to the Paleo-Hebrew cross. Here it is on the Mississippian artifacts. Right here. Hebrew. Here it is on the wall in the cave of the Mississippian cross. Hebrew. Here it is again on another cave in Tennessee. Hebrew. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. Here's the circle and the dot and the snake of Natchez in Egypt. The pyramid is Dalit, which means delta. The circle and the dot is a yin. The snake is for the Natchez bloodline of people. The Ankh cross is the key to life, which is the summer solstice. The Ankh cross is a representation of the night before the summer solstice and the day of the summer solstice. The key to life is the harvest. When that happens, it's harvest time. Same teaching. Roll the coin. This is a melanated Phoenician that wrote Hebrew books in the city of Sidon. Ain't no goddamn white folks. These us. This is us. This man was farming pomegranates and citron trees from America. Roll the motherfucking card. This stuff don't even come from over there. We know the truth now. Brought that stuff over there. Mounds, monuments, and inscriptions. Mounds, monuments, and inscriptions. Look at the first page. Watch this. That's the first page, people. That's the first page. Mounds, monuments, and inscriptions. Got a sphinx. You thought that was Egyptian? Nah. We were doing this way before the pyramids ever got built. The sphinx culture come from Timeri with the mound culture. Not Egypt with the pyramid culture. That was later. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. There was bracelets found on mound builders made out of the same metal the Phoenicians wore in the Mediterranean Sea. These bracelets found in a mound in Georgia, in Tennessee, is the same metal the Phoenician Hebrew had in Tyre, in the Mediterranean Sea. Same exact metal, 100% match. Same people. Roll the coin. Same exact match. Who you think named Tennessee after Tunis? Where you think that came from? Roll the coin. The Atlantean Tula, Toltec people were called Atlanteans. They were called Atlanteans, people. The Atlanteans come from here. Atlantean figures, Tula, Mexico. They know exactly who these people are. I guarantee you the mounds in Russia, the first mounds in China, The first mounds in Europe and Africa matched the bloodline of them people right there founded the mounds in Mexico. I guarantee it. They're not gonna show it to you, but I already figured it out. I already figured this stuff out. Roll the coin. Let me get a receipt. Let me get one receipt. Let me get one receipt. Let me get one receipt. Nachas is the Hebrew word for serpent. Nachas is the Hebrew word for serpent. The tempter in the Garden of Eden, derived from meaning of hiss, whisper, or spell, or shine. Nachas connects to divination, sorcery, sometimes referred to as a shining one or fury. A snake or serpent. So the Natchez people are the snake people. American Nachi, snake people. They made us evil. They try to make us evil in the Bible, calling us the Nachas or the Nahas, the serpent people. Brought the agriculture to the fake Garden of Eden after we moved across the world. Now we sorcerers and witches. You get it now? Nature's people are the Nachas. They are sorcerers. That's where the word Natchez come from. Natchez come from Nachazin. They were living on the mounds when the colonizer got here. They was already here. Nachaz is in the Bible. Nachaz is known in Egypt and Samaria. Facts. Now, why was Nachaz deemed evil? Because we did not believe in the concept of a savior. We worked the fields ourselves. We tried to teach the hunter-gatherer that they can grow their own crops and take care of themselves. They didn't want that. They want to give all the glory to God and not working with themselves and their people. That's where they come from. So therefore, they turned Nachas evil. The evil snake people. Right? That's where they come from. That's where that come from, people. The snake people bringing the hunter-gatherers an apple is us bringing nature's products to a people that don't understand it. To a people that do not understand it. Now the snake and the apple is evil. Simple. What's so evil about an apple? Nothing. Nahas is Nachaz. The snake in the Bible was called Nahas. Nahash. Same word as Nachaz. Now let me show y'all something. One more receipt. Y'all hold on. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. What they say right there? What they say right there? What they say? American Nachi. Melanated Indians. What they say right there? American Nache. Y'all see it? Put some corn in the chat if you see it. Put some corn in the chat if you see it. See it? American Nachi. Why are they calling us American Nachi? I thought Nachi was Hebrew. Look at it. It's M. You see the Merikanache. American Nachi. Now, roll the corn. Nachi come from this. The serpent. Nachi, Hebrew for the serpent people. You get it? Do you get it? Get it now? Roll the corn. Do you get it now? Got it. The serpent people. We the one built that 10,000-year-old serpent right there in Ohio. Serpent Mound. That's why they call us the Natchez. That's why when they speak of running the serpents out of Ireland. Our people getting ran out of Ireland by St. Patrick. That's the serpent. When they say serpent, they're speaking to your people. The serpent brung the apple to the first man. Not the first man. That's the first man of their bloodline. The Bible speaks of the first man of the hunter-gatherer bloodline. We was already there with the apple. Trying to give it to y'all. The giant was 100% nature's people. The Nephilim was 100% nature's people. They done everything in nature. They created these languages, Paleo-Canaanite Hebrew languages. Those are our ancestors. Them the one went over there to Egypt, to Samaria. Why you think they calling them people gods when they first got to Samaria in Egypt? They were tall, beautiful clothes, building monuments, agriculture, corn rolling, apples, oranges, lemons, wearing copper and gold and silver, making monuments out of this stuff. Them ain't no aliens. There's some same people built that mound right there in Mississippi. Some same people built that mound right there in Georgia, who are the ancestors of the melanated American Indian. Corn broke the code because corn showed where they originated from. Because everywhere the mounds is around the world, corn sit right there with them. All the way in England, corn right there with them. The England royal family lives on the corn wall right now. The Cornish corn wall, Carnegie. All that shit come from there. We had it first, the Moors had it, then the YT royalty took over. YT people hate us because the Moors enslaved their ass for 800 years. Now they hate everybody melanated. The Moors enslaved them off of our knowledge. We mixed with the Moors. They took the knowledge they got from us and enslaved the white people for 800 years. And when they arose, everybody with our skin tone had to get it. That's one of the curses of giving that knowledge to the African. That's a fact. So Africans, don't come to me with that. Y'all used our knowledge to enslave people through agriculture. They were hungry. They didn't know how to grow nothing. Y'all learned it from us. Now y'all holding food over their head, enslaving them. Facts. That's why when the hunter-gatherer got the knowledge after 800 years, they came right back and took every crop field in Europe and Africa. Every last one of them. They want all the food now. We ain't been in control. They haven't been in the control of the food in Africa and Europe since then. Get it? They brought that same feeling. They bring that same shit over here. Want to control the food in the land. Roll the call. Columbus knew exactly where he was going. Columbus knew exactly where he was going. They had the army, they had the ships at the time. It was time for them they took over their own country. They knew where they was coming next. Over here. He brought a Hebrew speaker with him. Yeah, Moors were with him. Moors with him. He brought a Hebrew speaker with him to talk to the people. Facts. Now, I'm gonna say this, and this shit is deep. The 12 tribes were born in a place called Haran. Huron. In an area called Haran. It's switched in the Bible to H-A-R-A-N. The first 6 tribes of Abraham were born right up there by the Great Lakes. Facts. The first 6 sons of Abraham were born right up there by Lake Haran. In the Bible, they call it Haran, H-A-R-A-N. Then, them tribes spread it out. Issachar, Zebulun, all these different tribes. That's why Issachar's son, Tola, or Tula, was still being said by the Choctaws, Chickasaws, and Creeks. That name Tulsa after Tula, all the way in the goddamn Trail of Tears, all the way to 1600s, 1700s. Crazy. Our people knew our history. They unalived and schooled us and put the stuff on us, and we forgot all about it. But it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. And I'm gonna break all that tribe stuff down. I'm gonna break all these languages down. I'm gonna find out where all these tribes are on the land, and I'm gonna teach it. Because ain't nobody never taught it. Ain't nobody never taught it. Tula, the stone city, named after the son of Issachar of the tribes of Israel. We even got caves called Tula. in Arkansas. The quarries where they poured the limestone out at, Tula Caverns. Today it's called the Spanish Treasure Cave in Arkansas. Let me show you. Old treasure, huh? Roll the coin. Old treasure. Old Spanish treasure cave. Put a 2 in the chat. 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 2 in the chat. Coin, 2 in the chat. Y'all got me? This is where those people took gold and silver from the Tula. From Tula, the Toltec Mound area. Right here. Old Spanish treasure cave. Arkansas. You get it? Do you get it? This cave used to be called the Tula Caves. Now it's the Old Spanish Treasure Cave, huh? They raided it. The Spanish got all type of gold and silver out of this cave, in this area. Even diamonds. America was so fertile, people, that diamonds used to grow and pop out of the ground, people. Arkansas got diamond fields, people. You didn't even have to dig them in ancient times. Diamonds just be laying on the ground. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton's wife from Arkansas, wears a natural diamond ring of a diamond found in Arkansas on top of the ground. Motherfucker this big. Go look it up. Go look it up. Google it. Google it. That's why Arkansas got diamonds on their car tag, people. You ever seen an Arkansas car tag? With the diamond right in the middle of the car tag? Why do you think there's shit on there? Yeah, I'm gonna teach you why. We got to learn our history. That's our real history. In that diamond field, it's mounds right on the diamond field. Diamonds right on the diamond field. They still out there digging them up today. If you find a diamond out there, you can keep it. Them people got so rich off of their stuff, if you find a diamond in the field for a $5 admission, you can keep the diamond. Go look it up. That's fire. But that's our culture. That's why they found tombs in Arkansas with beaten gold, with diamonds the size of walnuts on the beaten gold chair. I got the old newspaper clippings. Diamonds the size of walnuts on a gold-plated chair in a mound in Arkansas. Give me your ancestors. I got the receipt. The newspaper clipping said it was a beaten gold tomb, a chair, with diamonds the size of walnuts. You know how big a walnut is? Like this. Y'all gotta go back and look at my old videos where I show all these receipts, man. I can go back and pull them, but go back and look at my old video. It's on there. It's called the Arkansas Tomb Finding. The man even had a footstool made of gold. The only person I ever seen had a footstool made of gold was King Tut. The only person I ever seen with a footstool of gold was King Tut. It said the man had a footstool of gold in Arkansas in a mound. The mound sits right behind a Baptist church in Arkansas right now today. It's in Carvanaugh, Arkansas. Carvanaugh, Arkansas. Carvanaugh, Arkansas. Mound behind a church. Where are the artifacts at? Could those be the Egyptian artifacts that they showing in the museum, acting like they come from Egypt? Could be. Could be. Any questions, throw it in the chat. Any questions, throw it in the chat. Cash, what up, brother? Went to Archaeological Mound yesterday. Blew my mind inside of a mound that you can go inside. Yes. Yes. Bear. Archaeological Mounds is really Achmogee. Achmulgee. So they spell it Achmogee to throw you off. It's Achmulgee. It's Achmogee. Ach is brother in Hebrew. Achmogee River, Achmogee Mound. That mound has a falcon. That mound has a falcon in the center of the mound that is aligned with the summer solstice. So when the summer solstice hit the front door of that mound door, Bear, it lights up the falcon on the floor in the inside of that mound. That's a Hebrew name, Achmogee. It ain't O.C. Mogi, it's Achmogee. A-C-H, Now break the word down in Hebrew. Now you get the real meaning of it. The falcon is on the floor, right in the middle of the damn in the middle of the mound. You went in there, Bear. You know what I'm talking about. I went in there before too. I went twice. I went to that one twice. Bear said, "Sure is." I already know, bro. I've been there twice. See, once I got enlightened to what was going on, I started visiting those places years ago, bro. I was going before it ever got famous on the internet about mounds. I was already going and looking. They changed a lot of things about these sites. I was in there like 2016, 2015, looking at the mounds all through Mississippi, Alabama. That's when I traveled a lot for work, right? And I seen it and I researched it and I found out, you know, with the teachings that my great grandmama had taught me, and I had seen what was going on, and I'm like, these ain't no Native American mounds, these are mounds. Facts. That's why I took the people to Achmogee Mounds. I mean, the Ottawa Mounds. Because I already knew. That's how shit. Moundville hours, all that. Winterville, up there in the Mississippi Delta, all of them on the 33rd parallel. 33rd parallel, aligned with the Polaris star of the 33rd parallel. That's how we traveled, using the Polaris star, the North Star of Ursa Minor in the sky between two big bright stars, like a road map of stars. That's why we built the Phoenician city on the 33rd parallel in the Cedars of Lebanon, Tyre, Sidon. All that shit right there on the 33rd parallel. Fire. So Vicksburg, Mississippi sits on the 33rd parallel. They got the military mound park. Mounds everywhere. Acting like it's a Confederate park, but it's mounds everywhere out there. It's a hidden spot. Then I start looking around the world at other military parks. The Tula mounds in Russia, they got a military park on top of it. Same way they got it in America. This their culture. They hide it with a military park. Oh yeah, Vicksburg in the back, Brave Hawk. If you go to the back of the military park where the temples are at, crazy back there. You go back there, you gonna think you're in a whole other world. They're like paradise back there. Windsor Ruins, I went there. Windsor Ruins is in the middle of the woods, bro. Crazy. Mounds, Hebrew columns, 30 feet high. You're like, whoa. I'm talking about in the middle of nowhere in the Delta. I went there too. Windsor Ruins fire. Like you didn't expect that even to be out there. Winterville and Windsor Ruins is a beautiful piece of land right there, bro. Beautiful piece of land. Port Gibson, the town of Port Gibson. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh got ruins. The town of Port Gibson sits on a mound, people. The whole town sit on a mound. Port Gibson, Mississippi. It go up like this. Straight, like it sit on top of a flat top mound. The whole city. They got banks up there, car washes, everything on top of the mound. I swear to God. I got a video of that. It's our ancient land, bro. Love y'all, I'm in love with you. I just wanted to go through Tula to finish that the Tula receipts off. I gotta show y'all Russia and the Tula some more. To show y'all the mounds over there also. To show y'all that our people got on the boat and took that teaching all the way to islands in the Pacific Island. Egypt wouldn't even be that hard to get to if you can go to an island, a Pacific Island, to put mounds and build structures. So I got to show y'all the Tula mounds in Russia, the Tula mound. I'm gonna show y'all that tomorrow morning. And the Tula mounds in the Samoan Islands, and they're gonna blow your mind. Same artifacts, same people, ride on a boat thousands of years ago. This is where the Samoan get their culture from. And then after we interact with these people, over time they push us out of the countries and they act like they are the Aboriginal. They not. Those people came way after us. We were the first people on these lands. Facts. All the way in the islands, all the way in the Pacific. See, once you know the artifacts and what kind of minerals and stones they used, you can't do it. Which is older, mounds in Europe or mounds in Africa? That's a good question. That's a great question. Them Asian mounds older than Europe's. Them Africans. Asian mounds old. That's one of the first places we went. Because if you go through the Bering Strait, the reverse way they told us, you can go right to Asia. Right? That's where the Tula mounds is. Right there in Russia. They ancient. I think the Asian mounds, European and Asian mounds, are older than Africa's mounds. I really do. It make more sense. Because if you on foot, you had to travel by foot at first. Then you travel by boat later. So on foot, you can't really get to Africa without going through Europe and Asia. So we built Europe and Asia. All them Celtic mounds and all that type of shit, all that shit us, bro. That shit us. Ogamum and All them Kragan mounds, all that shit is us. All them damn buildings us. Ain't no Mongolian Tartarian built them buildings. Our people built them. Then you have to start looking around the world at what areas didn't have no wars in ancient times. Europe didn't have no wars in ancient times, so we just sit there and built buildings all the way up until this new stuff started. You know what I'm saying? That's why Africa and Europe got all these Tartarian style buildings. Our people were still there. That's why Africa ain't got none. Africa ain't really got no ancient stone buildings. Because they was the last place that got built. Our people, and then once we went there and built the pyramids, they wiped our people out of there. They wiped our people out of there, so they didn't evolve to build stone buildings in Africa. The pyramid was the last great thing built there. But Europe and Russia and America and South America got all the beautiful stone buildings. Facts. Well, it's like a little hurricane trying to come through. I just started a tsunami. Love y'all, I'm in love with you, man. I appreciate the cash out. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube. If y'all want any hoodies, hop in my DM. Roll the corn. Y'all stay safe today. Love you and I'm in love with you. The Lil at the gun. Roll the corn. You know the truth, man. See y'all tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock sharp. You know the truth, man.